there you are. When we were growing up with computers, we didn't have all this fancy stuff.
So,
I mean, we had Macintosh, simple, easy,
basic, fine.
copy paste, they could get you out.
Right.
So,
Now they got everything, so it's too much to everything.
you like the Android phone?
Yeah, I like Android, because like I say, I never went out for a stream out. I had got out. I had got phone up. I acted like them, but then at the time, I was like, I much more on. And I really go post stuff on the phone, or loud call it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I'm like really needing to understand it more.
Or mind.
But these kids nowadays, the thing is they know it. They just don't know what to call it. It's interesting. They know how to do this stuff. But they're like, they don't even know they know it. They're already IT professionals. It's so funny. You know what I mean? Especially at 5 years old.
They know how to do everything.
And it's wild because I'm a substitute teacher also. And what they're doing is they're teaching the kindergartners and the deaf and special needs children how to sign, and you sign to them instead of talking. It's a whole different language. They are smarter than we think. They just can't speak. But if they could, they know what they want when they cry.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the Venezuela bombing. I think that honestly, getting rid of all those narcotics that we're shipping in and blowing those boats up, I think there was nothing wrong with it. I think that we needed to end it somehow. And these were terrorists, narco terrorists. What do you think?
Yeah.
You totally be honest and tell me your millennial perspective.
I built enough of when this type thing on the little phone.
Yeah.
We did that twice, but I didn't know. I knew we had something with trade, but I didn't know that all that was hard and still together with this. And I didn't know that.
You mean with Iran?
Yeah, with the strikes and stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
This one, wasn't that Iran? Was that the Iran that was on the boat that they was saying funny and stuff?
I know that the ones that Trump and the ones that were broadcasted were the ones that they were transporting drugs.
Yeah.
And Trump, he guaranteed that. They're pretty precise about what they're going to strike. If they can even find a little boat like that in the middle of that ocean, clearly, why is that little boat out there on that big-ass ocean? I mean, really. And they're trucking along with homemade submarines. Have you seen that? They got homemade submarines that, go underwater with, kilos of drugs.
I actually watched the documentary on, and it's crazy. I wouldn't call it. I think I watched this years ago, but yeah, they was talking about, cuts them will, kidnap and steer at gunpoint and make them literally build them a submarine.
What?
Kidnap them for years. Yeah, them over there in them cool countries. They will kidnap an engineer and make them build them a submarine.
Oh my God.
State on high tech, phone out there to check it, all that. Yeah,
I mean, what is the purpose of them kidnapping things?
they kidnapped an engineer to come build that shit. When they smuggling all the plague here, but yeah, the case here, like I say, that to be done to save America, and hey, like I say, the first that's what he did.
Yeah, and what's really now that last time we talked was different stories, but now it's kind of interesting because Donald Trump, it seems like he really has a timeline for all this because he saved America as much as he could, and then he was like, let's go. Right now is the time to, create world peace.
Right.
And that's what the man's doing. He hit Venezuela in the end of the night. He hit Iran in the night, back to back. And it's smart, tactical, because China, none of them had an opportunity to gang up on us.
Right.
Russia, ALSOS, allies with China. which are all allies with Iran. What was going on is the oil. They use Iran for their oil, see? The richest man's got the most oil. You know, even in America, remember all them oil typhoons in Texas?
Yeah.
And then it was in North Dakota or South Dakota. And tribal Indians owned a big piece of property that had a bunch of oil on it, too.
A bunch of oil.
Yeah, and they freaking stole the oil.
Yeah.
They stole the oil. They came in and married all these women, Native women. Killed the whole family.
Damn.
Yeah, it's insane. Anyway, we're way off topic now. The fights in sports and entertainment. The fight over Caitlin Clark. The fights we're having are also about our culture. And you see, it's clearly in sports. Everyone is talking about Caitlin Clark. So you know my perspective on Caitlin Clark and the money and the women's. Some people see her as a big fight for women's equality, and they want to see the pay gap close. What do you think? You think the fight's all about women's equality and all that stuff?
Yeah, I know a couple of those prominent figure or Caitlin Clark, but I mean, I don't know that's for bigger.
Right.
I don't want to say what they thought she was going to push take.
Yeah.
So, and like I say, what she done to him, what's right to the game that all them doing like those sort of so every. I mean, if you're sorry for shit, but those in those them stadiums, all they ones they get the lap. And like I said, a lot it's just go overseas and play basketball now. Well, they can go to better money.
Oh, that's right.
They,
Yeah,
like,
you were saying that.
Yeah, so I think, but I think they still to this day they still ain't they. But like I think they're actually like they're going at it every day. I think they going to every day to try to come up with an hour. Just been going like the last. They still ain't thing with more agreements. And if I mistaken them, they got for about spots. Them guys probably hit them spike.
Oh, Lord, is that even possible? Really? They can strike? That would be first. That's never happened, has it, in our generation?
The NBA, it has in the NBA. Now, I don't think in the top, yeah, had.
Oh, then there's plumbing.
Yeah, I don't think it has, but it has in the NBA, though.
Managers?
Yeah, they didn't come
I
to the so the basketball player was like,
oh, my goodness me. Now, you know what? The sad part is, you know, like I said before, the NBA, I think, is going out because we went to a Wizards game and wasn't that many people there.
No.
And it was a little scary. I was a little nervous because it's nothing exciting. It was just the whistle blows constantly.
Yeah. Like you say, back in the day, we would say people liked the team, but it was for the atmosphere. It was supposed to be a lot of fans. Cheering, this thing over, like say when folks will game, that very little, well, they post up their barge because they got tickets, they around and ticket was, you know,
yeah.
And so
I believe that.
Like say, well, if the James Daniels, the command, if they didn't have James Daniels, the command would be the same way. That's why even like in Iowa language, I ain't been on Commander's game ever until they been so sorry, but I ain't allowed. They got to see that way. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Like, that's all it takes. That's all it takes for, you know what I'm saying? That I'm just one person. I imagine all the other fans like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they got Jay, I'm more now. So they look at they still ain't taking it because she was number one pick. So the year before that, they was sorry. The next year, when she was a working stumbles, play. I think they did play when she was in her work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Like I say,
she was dominant from day one, Caitlin Clark.
So that made Indiana, for me, okay, y'all might not have been making no money, but then the next, when y'all got her, y'all thought one of the most and franchise in the league, so everybody was coming to see her. Everybody wanted to stroll. So I know they was getting and all that. Like, and that's what I never realized. There's a lot of people on the world about it. Like I say, I knew it was players and this, that, and the other. But like I say, I didn't know about the contract.
They probably make
Yeah,
more money in endorsements than they do
Right.
on the field.
Right. Field.
So they got a cap. Me and my husband just talked about this. The football, they got the cap. Like we were also talking about. My husband said, in his perspective, that that they're not going to last long the way they, with no salary cap.
Yep. It's not because you're gonna have, like I say, that don't actually have that got more money than other things go big game. The Dodgers, like that's why they got more money than everybody. Well, they have paid 8 players $100 billion contracts. For the Warriors can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Almost can't do that.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
You don't forget.
Pittsburgh.
Not fair.
I'm married into the Steelers.
And what's my son had what you went to a game up which game up here?
Yeah, we've been to a couple of them.
Because I think it might have been college or something. I know our son played in basketball. And a tournament somewhere like in downtown this morning. Football stadium, all that. Because the football and the baseball stadium, that's not easily.
Yeah, I've never been to basketball or baseball, a Pirates game. Is that what you're talking about? The baseball stadium and the football? Yeah. It might be. I can't remember when we went there to the football stadium. It's like, no, I haven't even, to be honest with you, I haven't paid attention. I get there and we just chill. It's a really like city type of, lot of, it's kind of like grungy when it comes on the side of being in the city. Because it's all, everything's pavement is what I mean. Grungy pavement.
Right. But that's what mountain thing. That's like
hills. There's like city hills. It's kind of like San Francisco if you've been there. It's like big tall hills and roads and like no trees because it's all steel country. But yeah, I definitely like the Northwest Stadium. I don't know why they want to tear it down. Yes, man.
Like I said, if somebody thought to go build me a house somewhere, they gonna pay for it, then they want me to. They gonna pay for it, then.
Exactly.
If I get somebody else to pay for it,
that's just plain greedy, is what that is.
Right, and then especially like I say, Washington Commanders, they ain't been good so long. But if you look at the top close in that franchise in the league every year, the Washington Commanders always end up in the top.
They got money. Twisted Washington Commanders and the Wizards. They got money. The thing is, they want $10 from people.
Well, you want to know what's crazy is the girl basketball team actually is good, though.
Is it?
Washington, they actually are.
I see. If they're good, that's why we need to be raising them up higher. And pay them some damn money.
Yeah, WNBA, and I ain't gonna lie, they should within the next couple of years, the WNBA team to be one of the tops. There's in the WNBA, they champ because the last couple of years, they've been a lot of good players on the WNBA.
Okay.
Yard.
Well, then, I say go for it. Let those girls get some money. Caitlin Clark and what's that other one? What's her name? The real pretty girl,
Angel Reese.
Reese, yeah, Reese. She can't stand.
But they all on the same team. On the little USA, I don't know.
The USA team.
And they all USA. Yeah. But me personally, I really don't think. I think that right there was motivated by the more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they took a penny was forced. And like I said, we're cool. But when we get out on there, we playing against each other, man, we might have a light to the next 30, 45 minutes. But that's that. I've been talking trash. I fight big gestures, but it don't hear it. I don't like. I think the media, they made that a lot more than it was.
Right. At least they're getting along.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to leave the spectacle beef on the outside the field.
Exactly.
Don't bring it on the field, but you are a competitor on the field. Harder than the other one, I think. I don't know. But basketball, that's one sport I never played.
Yeah.
It's too much running.
Yeah.
I would have had so many broken ankles.
Yeah.
Lord, twist ankles.
Chair.
Thing.
Chair, eat.
All right. So now it's the conclusion. Thank you so much. Because I think this one went better than the last one. Bye.
Bye.